Hello, hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. See if anybody's tuning in. Hello from Aspen, beautiful Aspen, Colorado. Hey, Colin. What's up, my man? Been a while. I know it's been a few weeks. I guess since last week. It's amazing when you only do streams once a week. You forget that you've only done them once a week. I need to do them more often. Man, I wish I had more time. But hey, the good news is I'm all comped out, so I'm all trained up and ready to roll for Santa Fe Airport. Ah, excellent, Josh. Welcome into Aspen, Colorado. I didn't have time to make a slide, so it still says Albuquerque. So maybe I should do like DFW, and more people will tune into that perhaps. But we are here regardless. I told you I would do my best to get here. I actually, funny story, I actually took the wrong way to Aspen, so it was about 40 miles longer. So I would have been here a little bit earlier, but yeah, I didn't even notice the turnoff, and about a half hour later, I was like, oh, whoops. So both of the roads led north. The highway that I took was a little more scenic, so whoops. So thank you so much for being the first like. Delta Alpha Lima. Sky High State is great. It sure is. It sure is. Delta Alpha Lima. But so is South Dakota. And the wind has calmed down quite a bit, which is a great thing. So we can get rolling here for the next few hours. I've got my jacket on just in case things get cooler here in Aspen. But I am excited. This is the first time I've been here in over a year. And I've added, not to, pat myself on the back, but since the first time we were in Aspen, we've added quite a few subscribers, so I hope this will be a treat for those who've never been to Aspen, and we can talk about some of the unique nuances that Aspen has. But this is exciting for me to be back here, and hopefully exciting for you to check things out. So we still have some snow on the mountaintops, and there's still skiing going on, but looks like this season may be drawing to a close fairly quickly. But yes, we are here in Aspen, Colorado, Aspen Pitkin County Airport, and we are excited. What's up? What's up? Michael, yes, I have arrived, finally. I apologize. Well, I shouldn't apologize. AT&T should apologize, but I am here, and the connection is working great here. Grantham, what's up? From North Carolina, Cashiers, North Carolina. Yeah, Josh, Eagle, Colorado, but I think I finally beat you to get here to Aspen. You are a well-traveled man. But without further ado, let's welcome in everybody to Pip's Planespotting Live for the next couple of hours here from Aspen, Colorado. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to smash that thumbs up, kick back, relax, and enjoy. Sorry, I was trying to be dramatic with the camera and it probably made you sick. Great to have everybody on board. I'm so excited. It was a long drive. So I'm just excited that the weather's held off. The winds have calmed down. Thanks to the man upstairs for helping and answering my prayer. So it's great. Yes, it is great to have everybody on board. Absolutely great scenery, Michael. It is the best. So we had some delays earlier, and I mentioned it briefly, but the winds were kicking up pretty high. So let me, while we are waiting and welcoming everybody into Pip's Planespotting Live, I think we're on episode 147, but, sometimes we lose track. This is what happens when you only stream once a week. I got to do more. But yeah, we'll do my best. I'm going to try and turn that off if I can, because I know Brian's going to complain. He's going to be like, why is that on? And he actually sounds like that too. There we go. What's up, Andrew? What's up, my man, JD Parvin? Great to see you. And Legitimate, what's up? How's school? Good to see you, man. Hope things are going well in Idaho. I saw you've got some videos that are going to be posting in May. So, while we're tuning in, we talked about this a little bit earlier, one of my earlier videos I did today. Aspen's a really unique airport, and this is kind of one of the reasons, many reasons, I wanted to come here instead of Denver. I know Denver has more traffic, but I'm going to be there in 2 weeks, and scenery's much better here, in my opinion. Plus, I like all the private jets that are here, so you can see quite the lineup. So let's explain why the winds were such a big issue. So here at Aspen Pitkin County Airport, there is one way to get in to the airport, and there's only one way to get out. So let me show you the way to get out. So this is runway 33 right here. So this is the beginning of runway 33 right here. And so everyone has to take off to the north. And they can only arrive from the north. So that's a bit of a problem. So with the winds, so the planes, you see that little, right over this hill, this is where the planes come from. They come from the north and they land to the south on runway 15. Now, the winds today were gusting anywhere from 15 to 20 knots and from about 150 to 200. So that means that the planes that were trying to take off here going north had a tailwind. And most planes have a tailwind maximum that they can take off with. And usually that's around 10 knots, I think, for the regional jets. I know on the Embraers it was 10 knots. So with winds that were gusting 15 to 20 miles an hour, it was not possible for them to take off. They wouldn't get the lift that they need to take off safely. So earlier today, there was a lot of delayed flights and a couple of cancellations because of that. Now, the good news is I've been keeping track of the weather and said my prayers to hopefully the man upstairs would calm the wind down, and it seems that that has been the case. So we're getting moving again. But it's really a unique airport because there's only one way in and there's only one way out. It's not like most other airports where you can use both ends of the runway depending on the winds. And there's only one runway here. So it's a really unique airport. And if you want to look and see what's behind you and why we can't take off to the south, there's mountains right there. In fact, here's a good story. My boss, who actually used to work here at Aspen Pitkin County Airport, he told me that private aviators or corporate aviation, they had to sign a waiver to take off if they wanted to depart to the south because of the difficulty of the climb and the terrain. So they had to sign a waiver. Now, commercial airlines most likely are forbidden from taking off to the south. But that's why earlier today it was such a big issue, because the commercial airlines that you see there, the CRJ 700, could only take off to the north. So I know that's kind of a lengthy explanation, but it's important that we talk about that because this is really one of the unique airports in the world. And I think the History Channel put Pitkin County as one of the top 10 most dangerous airports. But somebody can correct me on that. Delta Alpha Lima, I don't know if I'll be able to get to Denver. I've never been to Montrose, so I might go to Montrose. So, Andrew, thank you so much. Michael, passing out. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I was in Leadville on my way up here. Leadville is, let's see, I was 30, about an hour. So about 90 minutes away. And Leadville is about 10,000 feet, and I was definitely feeling a little bit lightheaded. So right about now, it is about 8,000, just under 8,000 feet here at the airport. What's up, OK Aviation? Great to see you. Yeah, Michael, one way in and one way out, yeah. So I've never seen in my life, or I've never seen a video, in fact. Oh, here we go. We got an arrival. I should have been paying attention. But we've got an arrival. It'll disappear behind the hill there, and that Gulf Stream will then come taxiing down here to the runway, here on runway 15. So they can arrive, just to clarify, they can arrive on runway 15, but they cannot take off on runway 15. They can only take off on runway 33. Oh, that actually looks like it looked like a Gulfstream. Maybe it's a Challenger. Probably is a Challenger. Excuse me. All the large private jets, they look similar. So, yep, that's definitely Global. I mean, Bombardier Global. So for those who don't know, Aspen is kind of a ski area, and of course, the wealthy like to have big mansions out here in the mountains and ski and things like that. So this is a very popular place for the wealthy and the rich and the famous. So Aspen is where a lot of people fly into. Hey, what's up, DW, Delta Whiskey? All right, and see, we're right next to the departure, so if the jet blast is too loud, let me know. Otherwise, just enjoy it. The only commercial airline jet you will see here at Aspen is the CRJ 700. See it go behind the hill, and then it'll climb in just a moment here, so be patient. But yeah, we're right here and got a great view. And how about that audio, that jet blast? Yeah. Any minute, there it goes. And we're gonna follow it as it makes its climb out of the valley here, because it is not an easy challenge to get over these mountains. So it's a steep climb, and it's going to make a right turn, and then it'll make a left turn out of the valley. Michael Walker, thank you for being a member for 5 months as we watch a King Air on the roll. King Air is rolling. Thank you, Michael Walker. Great to be part of the only aviation channel that gives you a variety of airports. That is a fact. And I will continue to do that, Michael. Thank you so much for your support as always. And there goes that King Air, so we'll follow it. I even brought my winter hat and my gloves, so I am prepared. I am pumped and prepared. So yeah, everybody who joined in, thank you so much, and share this with your friends. I know I didn't have time to make a slide for Aspen, so I don't know how many people will see Albuquerque and be like, oh, I should tune into that. But it's Aspen, so I'm thrilled to be here and thrilled to bring it to you. Hey, happy Easter to you, Nick. Nick, I had a chance to tour the fire station at Santa Fe. So we're supposed to get some new fire trucks within the next year. And I didn't want to take any photos while I was meeting them for the first time. So once I get to know them, I'll make sure and share some photos. But it's great. Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Delta Alpha Lima, thanks for the heads up on that Global 5000, all the way from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And if you look right there, you can kind of see this is definitely a place for the rich and the wealthy. Check out the lineup of private jets. And that's just on this side of the tower. There's a whole nother side on the other side of the tower that's blocked by the little hill right in front of us. So I like this the best. This view offers, the nearest close-ups and to departures, and so this is probably going to be the best view. But I like it. At least there's no fence like Albuquerque, so I'm thrilled. What's up, John? Great to see you. JD, so there's an airport called Montrose, which is the gateway to Telluride, Colorado, for skiing. I might go there or Denver tomorrow. So the plan is probably to hang out about 60 miles away in a town called Rifle, where it's a lot cheaper to get a hotel room. And then tomorrow, we'll see what tomorrow holds as far as the weather. I'm expecting there'll be snow here in Aspen and it'll turn to rain. Right now, Montrose is not calling for anything. Most likely, I'll be headed to Montrose because I'm a little more towards southwestern Colorado than I am Denver. But you never know. So if you'd like to contribute to those trip plans, you can do so via Super Chat, Super Like. Those are one time. Or you can join the Premium, Ultimate Economy, or First Class Baby Club for the Pip Pals. Thanks, John. I wish one of them was mine. Most likely, probably the Challenger there from the VistaJet. That silver one parked in the back. So, and this is an Easter weekend, so there may be a lot of people having Easter celebrations here in Aspen. So we'll keep an eye on the winds here, make sure they're not too bad. But I'm just excited to get here because I was getting really frustrated because I took the wrong road, so I had a 40-minute delay, and then nothing was connecting when I was trying to do a live update. And I know a lot of people wanted Denver, and don't worry, there'll be plenty of Denver. In fact, I'm flying there in 2 weeks. It's just that I hope you appreciate, the aviation nerdness of Aspen. So it's pretty unique. And so I wanted to share with all the viewers because it's been a year since I've been in Aspen. So, thankfully I've met a lot of new people and subscribers and who haven't had a chance to see Aspen live. So all that and more, there is a pretty good variety for being such a small airport. Yep, it sure is a lot of globals. This is NorCal. This is the rich. This is where the rich and the famous come. Like if you had followed me in Salt Lake City, you would notice that we get a fair amount of private jet traffic because of Park City being only, 25, 30 minutes away. But here you're literally, if you land here at Aspen, if I turn the camera around, you're literally across the street from a ski resort. Whoops, should loosen that up. So let me see if I can catch the ski resort. You can kind of see, you can see it right there. You can see the chairlifts. So you could walk about a mile from the airport terminal and then get to your first ski resort. I don't know which one that is because I haven't skied here in Aspen in forever. But you fly into Aspen and you can literally walk a mile and boom, you're right there at the ski resort. And they also have a bus system too. It should be noted. So you can get around ski resorts and the town too. So they have a pretty good public transit bus system here in Aspen. So that's another cool fun fact. Definitely a possibility, Michael. But I'm still leaning towards Montrose because I've never been here. Thanks, DW. See, Justin, any chance you'll make it up around Jackson Hole, Wyoming? Yeah, that's a unique airport as well. I'd love to do a live stream there for sure. See, Justice, excuse me. The only challenge with Jackson is they don't. So T-Mobile is my hotspot provider, and I did not notice that they have a real strong 5G connection up there. So I would probably have to do get another camera and do 720. Right now we're in 1080. But yeah, I would absolutely love to because you're right. It's a very unique airport for a number of reasons. The high altitude, the short runway, the scenery. It's inside a national park. I love your suggestion. So I absolutely would love to do Jackson Hole in the future. So we'll just figure out a way that we can make it work with the technology there. Oh, nice. Okay. Steven, what's up? How's the East Coast? How's Providence? Thank John. So yeah, you can get off the airplane and actually be at a ski resort in like 5 minutes. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if there are any hotels right by here. You have to go more into town, but very cool. 801 Aviator says Eagle would be better than Montrose. I would typically agree with you. The only catch, Eagle, by the way, Eagles, you're right, 801 Aviator. It is, I want to say about 60 miles from here. The problem is tomorrow the wind gusts are supposed to be pretty high, so I'm going to keep a close eye on that. They were forecasting... Oh, and the other thing they were looking at, I should correct that. It wasn't so much the wind, it was the rain and snow, which I don't have a tarp or cover or anything like that. So that might present some problems for me and the equipment. So that's the only red flag. Not saying that, but we'll keep an eye on the weather. But a great suggestion. I love your suggestion, C Justice and Michael and 801 Aviator. Yeah, thanks to our friends there on the far East Coast, meaning across the ocean in Britain. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's great to have you on board. I'm just thrilled to be here. This is honestly probably one of my favorite airports. We do have an inbound, it looks like. It'll be an Embraer Praetor 500 inbound. But before that, it is a Hawker Beechcraft 400 XP. And behind them, looks like it is a SkyWest 5775 from Denver on a CRJ 700. So there is the Beechcraft. It's landing. You'll see it pop up shortly here. Oh man, ouch, waiting surgery. Well, I hope you heal quickly, Steven. I'm glad I could provide some entertainment, and it's great to see you. I know I'm not on as much, and I miss all of you, and obviously you still want to grow the channel. So there's that little Hawker. So next should be the Embraer Praetor 500, then a CRJ 700 from United Airlines. And for those who are joining in, Aspen is unique in that the CRJ 700 is the only commercial aircraft that flies into here because of its performance. Now, there has been discussion about extending the runway for Aspen and also rebuilding the terminal, and I think the A220 is the next plane up that could fly here, but that is just things I've heard, nothing set in stone, at least. Thanks, Delta Alpha Lima. Thanks for keeping an eye on the arrivals for me. It cannot see justice. They only fly the CRJ 700 in here because it's the perfect weight and size to... There's also, and that's the other thing, there's also a weight limitation on the runway for Aspen. So between the altitude, between the terrain, between the runway limitation, the CRJ is going to be the largest aircraft that's capable of flying in here on a regular basis. Oh, nice, Dylan. Welcome in. Thanks so much for joining Pip's Planespotting Live. Great to see you. Arcadia Plain. Oh. Tom from Boston. I'll be going out tomorrow morning, Logan, for the inaugural Etihad flight. Very nice, Tom. Yes. Etihad is launching service from Boston. That is correct. That's great, Tom. I hope you enjoy that. Fantastic. Looks like American Eagle's got the okay as that Prater just landed here from FlexJet. Thanks so much for introducing yourself. Don't be shy. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dylan. Welcome to Planespotting Live here from Aspen. I made the 8-hour, it was probably about an 8-hour drive here this morning, so thanks everybody for tuning in. I live in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and work at the airport, but wanted to come up and try something new. No problem, C. Justice, yeah. Absolutely, I love sharing information. I hope that, hopefully that's one of the things that makes me a little different from all the other streamers, is I actually work in the airline and aviation world, so I don't know if I ever got to dispatch a flight to Aspen. I'm trying to remember. But I don't think so, because Envoy at the time only flew 175s and 145s. Thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. I did, Delta Whiskey. I love Albuquerque, but and I love Santa Fe, but for those who know, Santa Fe is a small airport, so a live show wouldn't be a whole lot of action. And Albuquerque is like, it's okay. I just didn't. I've been to Albuquerque the last few times, and I had to get out. I had to get out of New Mexico for a little bit. So that's why I came up here. And Albuquerque's great, but I definitely like a change and variety, well, I wasn't getting a whole lot of interest from people living in Albuquerque, so I was like, Aspen does well. I've streamed here once before when I lived in Utah. I did a road trip down here, and it was great. And that was about a year ago, so hopefully I've made some improvement in broadcasting. Great to see all the new people. Don't be shy, say hi. All right. Here's our CRJ from SkyWest getting ready to roll. I believe this is going to, going to Phoenix. Jet blast for 10 points. And let me know if that jet blast is too loud for you guys and gals. Probably about, 300 feet, 100 yards away from the threshold. So I'm right up close to the planes, and there it goes. We're going to watch it take off. We're going to see it take a little bit of a right turn most likely, and then a little bit of an angle so it can get through the valley. So yeah, there's a little bit of a right turn. And we're going to follow this one for a little bit, because I don't think we have anything immediately inbound. So I'll do my best to keep an eye on it. But it climbs at a pretty steep rate to get out of the valley. Okay, louder the better. Got it. Thanks, DW. Just trying to be a little bit step above everybody. Everybody's great at what they do, and I just, try and do my best to be unique. That way maybe I can attract more subscribers and viewers, right? And I try and say that in the least egotistical way, but that's good advice, John. Glad to hear perfect sound. Noah, my man. I do like Aspen a little bit more too, and it's definitely a unique airport. Speaking of which, another unique thing, I don't know if you heard the CRJ 700 that just took off. The captain and the first officer, they did an engine run up, and had their brakes on, so they were at full thrust when they released the brakes. So another challenge too, if you're heavy, and also for noise abatement, sometimes airlines and airliners will do an engine run-up before they take off. So that's another fun fact about Aspen. So a lot of times if you're heavy in Aspen and need that extra performance, you're going to run full thrust all the way up, which is pretty unique. And there is our United flight arriving. I was wondering where that one, SkyWest 5775 from Denver. You got it, Joe. Hey, Joe, great to see you, my man. I've been thinking about you, and I haven't been on a stream in a while, or I haven't seen you, and hope you're doing well. And I know Morgan's doing well. Well, what is he doing? Ha! Hey, Sydney. Welcome in to Pip's Planespotting Live here in Aspen, Colorado. Great to see you. Yeah, most like you can go no neutral. No, you can go one of two ways. You can go down through Grand Junction from Salt Lake City and then go on I-70 to Denver, or you can go up through Wyoming on I-80 and then down through I-25. So there's one of two ways, and they're about the same distance, give or take, I don't know, 30, 40 miles. So it just depends which way you want to go. Wyoming's obviously, very big, so it's a long drive. But yeah, I'm thrilled to be here. Most likely, we're going to take a look. So there are a couple options on the table. If I had a choice, yes, I would prefer to do Eagle or Montrose because it's a little bit shorter of a drive home because I do have to work Monday afternoon. But Denver is not out of the question. The only catch is I sure would appreciate support if we do go to Denver because parking is like $7 an hour there. So, whoa, Lowlander, great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yep, a right turn and then left turn to get up above the valley and the mountains. That's exactly right. They definitely have a specific angle they like to go at, so. That's that's right, Joe, where the beer flows like wine. Absolutely, I that is correct. I actually ran into Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels recently as I was coming into town. So yeah, thanks so much for everybody joining. This is Pip's Planespotting Live. We're here in Aspen, Pitkin County Airport. The airport is owned by the county. That's a fun fact. I know I wanted to arrive a little bit sooner, but I'm just thrilled to be here. And it was not a short drive, so I'm just glad that some of you could stay up late. Thank you, Michael, Lowlander, Dylan, Colin. Carolyn, hello from Reidsville, North Carolina. Great to see you. Oh, so Joe, are you permanently on the PM shift now? I thought you were on morning on the last bid. Maybe I was wrong. But I swore you told me you were on the mornings. Dubby, what up? Colorado Springs, Joe, yeah, I could do that and go over Garden of the Gods and Pikes Peak. The catch with Colorado Springs is maybe you know a spot, Joe, but in my experience, I have not found any good spots at Colorado Springs. It's either really far away from the runway or the terminal. So Colorado Springs is kind of iffy. Hey, Michael Walker, thank you so much for some gas and parking money for wherever you end up. Thank you very much, Michael Walker. You're always supportive and generous and kind, and I greatly appreciate it. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And I tell you what, Michael, it was your support. Partly I said, you know what? I got to get out there for my buddy Michael. Thank you. Oh, nice. A charter. And I saw that there was a national 747 that was there at FSD recently, Delta Alpha Lima. Was that true? Was that recent, a 747 at Joe Foss Field? Hey, and speaking of that, Michael, your generous contribution. I'm going to save that for Denver, but maybe Montrose has parking too, but thank you so much, Michael Walker, for that 10-pound contribution. You're welcome, Carolyn. Glad to share it with you. And we got kind of a unique global here. Let's look at this. I saw this earlier, and look at this. The Ferraro Law Firm. The law firm has a Global 5000. It's a pretty good law firm if they've got this at their disposal. I got you, Joe. Makes sense. Yes, it is. It is absolutely, see, Justice, equally as challenging because you can only, again, come in one way, and so the visibility has to be much higher than normal airports because clouds can, coming over the mountains, clouds can and fog can be a real problem. So the minimums are much higher to land here. I appreciate that, Michael, and I'm glad to bring this to you. And you know, here's just a perfect example. Michael's been a great supporter of the show, and I'd like to, for those who support me, it means so much. I love to give back, and I'm willing to go travel the extra mile and go to new and exciting airports. So this is a perfect example of great people like Michael and Colin and several others. But check out this Ferraro Law Firm Global taking off. I know, Lowlander, it's been a while. I know I haven't been on much, so it's great seeing you. Michael. And it is rotating already. Let's follow it up here. Look at that wingspan. Get litigated, son. Nice, Joe. Love it. Zoom in a little bit to catch it. The gray sky kind of, you can see that making that right turn out of the valley. Oh, nice. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, Delta Alpha Lima. Cool stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I do a live stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just visiting. I live in Santa Fe, but I just needed to get out, you know, for the weekend.
Yeah.
So.
That's fun. Yeah, I'm myself.
Nice.
Are you just into planes?
Yeah, so I actually work at the airport for Santa Fe. And, yeah, I just am into planes. I've been doing the live streaming thing on YouTube for like a year. And so I just do it in my spare time.
So you live stream takeoffs?
Yeah. So I'm on the air right now. So if you search PIP Hastings, Hastings, that's my channel. So you can watch that. And
Cool.
yeah, I love.
You have people tuning in right now?
Yeah, yep.
Or they just watching planes?
Yeah, man. They're plane geeks, plane lovers. Yeah, I don't know. It's just cathartic. I've like done photography and plane spotted for like 5 or 6 years, and then I saw somebody else on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? That sounds pretty cool.
We had a lineage in last week,
Oh wow.
which is pretty.
Yeah, for sure. And I was just mentioning the fact to everybody that like there are only so many planes that can actually land and take off here just because of the altitude, the
Yeah.
runway, and everything. So,
Yeah. The biggest limitation is the wingspan.
yep,
So the G650 can't take off here. And then of course the commercial planes can land there.
yeah, yeah,
I think it's G650 and maybe the Global 7000 can't take off
probably.
here. Outside that, I don't know how many others. I was surprised the Lineage is the biggest thing
Mm-hmm.
I've seen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Yeah. That was what, over 5,000
Yep,
that just took off.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's get back to
No, I appreciate it. So you live around here?
Yeah. I live in San
Okay. So do you have any good restaurants to recommend?
Diego. What do you like?
Like a something that's all right. I know where I'm at. I'm in Aspen,
Yeah.
but something that's not like an arm and a leg, like Italian or like a good steak.
One sec. Everything in Aspen proper is going to be pretty expensive,
Yeah.
but if you wanted the in-town Aspen experience, the Hotel Jerome has a bar,
Okay.
and you can get something decent there
Nice.
without like that you feel like as you're dressed.
Okay.
You'd be fine. The kind of eclectic, interesting option would be the Woody Creek Tavern,
Okay.
which is that way. And that it's like a famous. It's famous because like back in the day when like Glenn Fry and the Eagles
Mhm.
lived here and Jimmy Buffett lived here,
Uh-huh.
that's where they would all hang out.
Oh, really?
Hunter S. Thompson and all those guys. So you'll see, and it's like it's at the kind of place that has like pictures all over.
Oh, nice.
Like tchotchkes and shit.
Mhm.
It's cool.
Okay.
That's the Woody Creek Tavern. The steak there is actually really good.
Really good.
It's a thin steak. It's
Okay.
a light steak. And then if you like barbecue, there's a casual barbecue spot right here.
Okay. What's it?
Right there at that's called Hometown Barbecue.
Okay.
So those are your best options.
Very cool. I just wish I had more time. Like I'll come back here because I love being here, and this is such a unique airport from an aviator's point of view.
Yeah.
So, so
Every time I drive home, I drive this way. Every time I drive into town, I drive through the general aviation because you can pass the planes right there. It's
yep,
all like-
I know. It's right there.
Yeah, all right. Take care.
Yep. You too. Take care.
Pip Hastings?
Yep. PIP Pip Hastings. What's up, Robert? Great to see you, Dubby. Yeah, Dubby, I know you like to troll. No, we're not. We're not ending the stream. Gotta plug the stream, so. You never know what'll show up here in Aspen. So, I wonder if they might be doing de-icing or maybe doing a test. So you got one of the de-icing trucks. Actually, that looks like one of the trucks. So IDS, Integrated De-icing Solutions, is at several airports, including Salt Lake City. So I wonder what they're doing over there while we have a moment. It's true, Grantham. Buc-ee's, yeah. No Buc-ee's here in Aspen. So, and just to give you perspective of how busy this airport is, so when I zoom in on these corporate jets and all these private jets here, this is only half of them. There's a bunch on the other side of the tower that you can't see. So it tends to be a little bit busier here in the wintertime, obviously for skiing, but it's actually fairly busy here in the summertime too, because this is a great retreat spot or summer vacation spot to hang around. Hey, what's up? Eminem Planespotting. What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? It is. Yeah, Aspen is pretty beautiful. I can't beat it. I think honestly few places can actually beat the scenery here for plane spotting. So take that, Peter. Sorry. Chinese buffet. I don't know if there's a Chinese buffet, John. Like in Aspen, you expect to pay a premium, so I would guess like for an entree, probably $50 to $75, and a nice, maybe a little more than that. So it's not like I'm unrealistic, but I know, W. I definitely got to go to Anchorage, but I definitely got to finally had my first paycheck, and I'm just catching up on some bills. So eventually, I'll hopefully be able to get up to Anchorage. Well, you know, W, you could facilitate that. You could put me on your buddy pass. Oh, nice, Mark. Just spotting from DFW. Excellent. Ah, interesting. Delta Alpha Lima making the switch. I know 73800 is pretty good, but probably the demand wasn't as strong. And I'm a fan of the A319. I've always said if I was going to start an airline, the A319 would be probably one of the airlines, probably the plane I'd start with. Unbelievable, unbelievable, Dubby. Already got your cuz. Unbelievable. It sure is, Michael. Yeah. I thought about taking a de-icing job, but I landed the other job working for the UTA for a little bit. If you're just tuning in, this is Pip's Planespotting live from Aspen, Pitkin County Airport. We're here on the south end of the airport. This is a single runway airport, kind of like San Diego and Fort Myers, Florida. Dang, dude, the bee. Just leaving me out of the plan. The party. Man, if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. Say hi. We love meeting new people. If I missed saying hi to you, I apologize and trying to make everybody feel welcome. Remember, you can send support the channel for trips like this, just as Michael Walker did, by sending a super chat, super like, one-time contributions. You can send as little as $1 or 99 cents, or you can join the Premium Economy Club, a monthly membership for 99 cents, and you get the full coveted suite of emojis for Pip's Planespotting Live. Okay, Debbie, I don't know if I remember you asking me, so that's what we have. It's 5:16 here local in Aspen. Again, the schedule coming up over the next couple of weeks is scheduled to be in Denver in about 2 weeks on a Saturday, so it'll be a daytime show and then fly back at night. And then the following week, I think I'm in Phoenix. Grantham, thanks for the hands up. November 535 Delta Tango on final. I see it. Let's see if we can zoom in on that little jet, that little plane. There it is. The other thing I was thinking about that makes Aspen kind of unique is ATC has to give approval for the jet to enter the valley, I believe. So that's kind of another unique thing as well. So small, it probably slowed down in time. Oh, there it is, Citation 525. We see a few of those at Santa Fe. I'm impressed with how much business traffic or private jet traffic we get at Santa Fe. It's becoming increasingly popular. So again, the plan is to do another stream tomorrow. Where? Don't know quite yet. It's depending on the weather, how things are looking. So I'm probably going to go rest in Rifle, Colorado. Once we're done with the show, I'll probably get something to eat. And then head over to Rifle and stay there for the night because it's cheaper than Aspen. And then we'll see what's going on tomorrow. I do have to be back at work at 2 p.m. on Monday. Very nice. Thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. 43 degrees. Yeah, it does feel a little bit cold. I thought it would be like 50, but, 40s with light winds is pretty good. Just a few dollars. Yes, Michael. Yes. See, this is stuff you can't get anywhere else. I mean, another Pip Hastings exclusive. This is definitely, like I said, this is one of my favorites. So I'm glad that all of you are here and we can shoot the bull and enjoy aviation knowledge and education. Well, Grantham, thank you so much for joining Premium Economy. Thank you for your contribution and joining it. Now you have access to the full coveted suite of emojis, including the famous Pip head emoji. Thank you so much for your contribution, Grantham. And what's up, Infidel Fireman? Great to see you. What's happening, man? Infidel, remember, you were here last year. I think tuning in, you were in school at IFOD, but last year I think Elon Musk run the show. He somehow messed with our cell phone connection, and we had to do a start show. So, but Infidel, it's hard to believe it's just over a year since actually I was here last. I think March 12th, 2023 was last time I was here, a little over a year. Well, thank you, Michael. I know, and I appreciate you, Michael, and I hope I can get the word out more. Let's get the word out. Thank you, Grantham. Appreciate it. Yeah, Infidel, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy how things have changed and how some things stay the same. So the runway is about 8,000 feet or a little over 8,000 feet. In case you weren't aware or haven't looked that up. Whoa, Lowlander, 10-pound super chat, 11:30 here, and the clocks go forward tonight, so good night, folks. Till next time. Lowlander, thank you so much. Glad to bring it to you. Glad you stayed up with me, and it's so nice to see you again. I know it's been a while, so thank you for that 10-pound contribution. Thank you, Michael, Lowlander, Grantham, Nick Lamb, great to see you. You know what, Mark? They're actually doing pretty well. The winds are very light now, thankfully. I'd like to thank the man upstairs. I offered a little prayer, and so far, he's been kind enough to oblige, and Mother Nature too. I would probably say, I haven't looked at the METAR updated, but probably at the most 10 knots. So they've come down quite a bit, which is awesome because, some of these flights have been delayed by a couple of hours, the departures, and some earlier I was watching have sat out on the runway for like an hour waiting for the winds to calm down. So, great question. So yeah, Montrose, the gusts in Montrose today were over at 40 knots. So I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not doing Montrose. So tomorrow it's supposed to be 15 to 25 miles an hour, but we'll keep an eye on things because we could go to Montrose, we could go to Eagle, even Denver. That is a bit of a stretch, but you never know. Hey, Malaysia, A380 fan, Dallas, Australia. What's up? All right, our United SkyWest Delta Alpha Lima says to Houston on a CRJ 700. Again, for those who are just tuning in, the CRJ 700 is the only commercial jet that airlines fly in here that's able to fly in with the performance because of the altitude, runway, weight limitations. So yeah. Hey, ERB. Welcome, ERB. Happy Easter to you, Malaysia A380 fan, Dallas, Australia. Winds. Yeah, that sounds pretty gusty there, Mark. This is the springtime. I think I've noticed that. So when the jet stream's further to the south, like the winds are always bad in the springtime in the southwest, and then the jet stream moves north. What's up, Ramona Aviation? How are you? Welcome in, everybody, to Aspen, Colorado. Thanks to Delta Alpha Lima for letting us know the CRJ 700 is about to head to Houston Intercontinental. And I'm not zoomed in at all, by the way, so that should tell you how close I am. I'm probably about 100, 120 yards away from the runway. So here we go again. Tristan, what's happening? Awesome. Well, I'm glad to bring it to you. Yeah, Aspen's a unique treat. I love being here. So we're going to watch this again. He's going to make a slight right turn right there. He's going to make a right, and he's going to climb out, and then he's going to eventually make a left turn. Kyle, great question. Oh, Kyle asks an excellent question. We talked about that a little bit earlier. So, Kyle, I'm going to keep an eye on this global here, but if it is waiting for an arrival, I'll see if I can answer that question for you. It is snow, yeah. Aspen sits about 8,000 feet ERB, and so Aspen is a popular ski destination here in the United States and also a popular destination for the rich and famous and for Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. All right, Kyle asked a great question. So why do they depart one way and arrive the other way? That's an excellent question, Kyle, and the answer is because of a couple of reasons. It is the limitations of the runway for performance for the airplane, first off. So, there's only one way into the valley here because we do have mountainous terrain, and there's only one way out of the valley. So, I'm going to turn the camera, Kyle, here and show you if the planes were to take off the same way that they are arriving. There is a mountain right there. All right. So it is very difficult for those planes to climb over that mountain, and part of it is due to performance, or let's say engine failure. If they were to have an engine failure, they probably wouldn't be able to climb over that mountain. So for altitude and for the terrain around, there's just no way that the airlines and Pitkin County will allow them to depart the same way. So they have to depart one way and arrive the other. Great question, Kyle. Yep, they give them the beans. They give it the gas with the brakes on for sure. Good eye, Tristan. They sure do. I bet ERB, it is a global destination. I mean, we have a global 5,000 here. Okay, sounds good, Michael. So remember, too, that we're about 8,000 feet above sea level. So the performance is dramatically reduced on these planes because obviously there's less oxygen in the air to create drag and less air density. So it's a host of issues. So Kyle, I hope that helped answer your question, but it's typically, that's typically how it is, Aspen. I've never seen them... They always take off on runway 33, and they always land on runway 15. In fact, my boss actually worked here in airport operations in Aspen, and he told me that commercial airlines are prohibited from taking off on runway 15, and for like private aviation or corporate aviation, you actually have to sign a waiver to say that you won't hold Pitkin County responsible in case of incident. So it's pretty serious here. So a fun little fact that many of you may not know. Going to Duluth, Minnesota. Wow. Hey, George. Thanks so much, Ripto. George Ripto. Hey, Foster app from a showery cold Palm Springs. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for everybody smashing the thumbs up button, liking and subscribing. I've done over 140 episodes from, I think, almost 30 different airports. And that's been in just a year. So, what can I say? I like to get around. But seriously, if you would like to support the channel, you can do so via Super Chat, Super Like, or join the Premium, Ultimate, or First Class Baby Club. Hey, Silva! Buonanotte. It is your birthday from Italy. Easter's your birthday. Happy birthday. Ciao, Bella. Looks like we got a 350, a Challenger 350. In case anybody's wondering, the biggest jet that I've seen, private jet that I've seen land in Santa Fe, is a fairly new, it was a G550. So we get some pretty big private jets here too, but looks like we got a Challenger rolling to the runway. Italy. Great to see you, Foster app. Sylvia. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. Malaysia A380, fan Dallas, Australia. So many cool things to tell you about Aspen. Just the airport itself, too. If you're just tuning in for the first time, my name's Pip. This is Pip's Planespotting Live. I didn't have time to make a slide for Aspen because I got here and just set up the equipment and got on the air. So this is actually not Albuquerque, but It is Aspen, which is quite beautiful too. So thanks everybody for joining in, smashing that thumbs up button, and subscribing. It's 5:33 local time, so it's 23:33 Zulu, almost midnight for our friends over in part of the UK on UTC time 0. Yeah, happy Easter to everyone too. Absolutely. Grazie. Of course, Sylvia, glad to have you. I was in, we had a family vacation a couple of years ago to Rome, Naples, Florence, and Venice and Cinque Terre. Oh yeah, eventually when I get up to Anchorage, of course. Mentioned that, Dubby mentioned that earlier. Flights to Anchorage are not cheap though, so I gotta find the right flight. I just, got my first real paycheck in a while. So, in due time. Oh, it's a top secret Challenger. Thanks, Delta Alpha Lima. Oh, very cool, Tristan. Midland, Texas. All right. George, fantastic. Good old Midland. Oil country. I lived in the Dallas area actually just moved from Dallas to Santa Fe about a month ago. Whoa, 38 inches of snow in 26 hours. Holy cow, Steven. That's impressive. And I'm on my truck, by the way, so I apologize if it shakes a little bit. This way we can shoot over the fence. Yeah, the Dash 8's pretty awesome plane too. And just a reminder how close and convenient the airport is. If we go around this way that's behind me, if you look closely, you can see the ski lift there. So if you ever want to go skiing in the middle of ski season, I think it's wrapping up here, but you could fly into Aspen and walk a mile or take the bus and be skiing in like 5 minutes. That easy. I don't know the name of the ski resort. I always forget to look at it. Lovely Sioux Falls, 1835. Grantham, thankfully, winds aren't too bad here. That I am grateful for. Extremely grateful for. Nice, Nick. That's fantastic. 55 likes. It's been a while. Nice, Josh. It's been a while since, we've had that many likes, so it's great to get moving again. And I miss all of you desperately. I wish I could do more shows. But obviously I work now, so I'm going to try and do what I can on the weekends. The best I can, so. And starting a new job, I have no vacation, so I can't really take days off. Yet. But we'll figure it out. We'll get her done. Daryl P., thank you so much. It is a fantastic plane spotting location. I agree. Buttermilk. Thank you, Grantham. Really appreciate that. Thank you. That's right. And we've got an arrival here. So that's why that Challenger is waiting. That one looks like a G4. We'll see once it gets closer. I think they are, NorCal, the Dash 8s for specific reasons, but my fellow Canadians could probably, or my Canadian friends can answer that better. Yep. The old Gulfstream. Oh my goodness, Michael. You're partying late, so thanks for staying up with me. And hopefully it's well worth it. All Q300s, Q400s. Thank you, John. Hey, hey, Tom Marchant. What's happening? Welcome into Aspen. As Joe Leary says, where the beer flows like wine. Thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. We might have one more arrival here. That's a well-maintained Gulfstream right there. From 1989. So what is the Challenger waiting on? Let's see what we got. Anything inbound? No? And I'm going to be here for the next couple of hours. I'll probably get in a rifle around 10 tonight and just hit the sack. Got to remember to charge the batteries, though. Speaking of which, this battery probably has not too much left because I've been using it to take photos in Santa Fe. Good point, Tom. All right, this Challenger is ready to roll. It is a top secret Challenger. Perhaps, who would fly a Challenger? Well, we know Jerry Jones has a Challenger. I don't know. It's a good question. I think older people like the Challenger. So this is probably a retired executive. Let's see if he does a full brake thrust up. I doubt it, but we'll see. I guess that's a yes. No, you're right. I don't think it's Diddy's jet, Infidel. Yeah, it does. I really feel like the 350, the Challenger 350 is just the civilian version of the CRJ 200. Or, Tom, it might be the 600, Challenger 600 is the civilian version of the CRJ 200. Okay, we'll see you next time. Ciao, grazie. Happy birthday, Sylvia. Good night. Following it. Nice, John. No doubt, NorCal. Auf Wiedersehen, indeed. All right, Mark, great to see you. We'll see you again, my friend. Have a great weekend yourself. Great Easter. That's a good point, Tom. A good point. Where are the E-Jets? Well, ERB, we did have an Embraer Praetor 500 come in, but the Embraers do not have sufficient performance to take off here in Aspen. In fact, the only commercial jet allowed right now is the CRJ 700 ERB. So there's a fun fact for you. Bet you didn't know that. Boom, your mind just exploded. And Elaine J, an American Eagle Mitsubishi CRJ 701 ERB from Aspen to DFW. It sure is. So Aspen gets a fair amount of traffic. Did you know, actually, this is a really, really interesting fact. They actually fly a CRJ 700 from Atlanta all the way to Aspen. That boggles the mind, for a flight dispatcher. They probably have like weight restrictions or like, I don't know, no alternate. That's crazy. Yep. That is a fact, ERB, yeah. So glad to share it with you. Thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. I bet, Michael. I'm going to see if I have water here. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Excuse me. Welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. Here, my name's Pip. This is episode, we'll call it 147. From Aspen, Pitkin County, Colorado. And I think it's a matter of time before it starts slightly snowing. So cross your fingers. The snow holds off till about 7:30-ish. Yes, they do. Yeah, Delta Alpha Lima. They, I was just mentioning, they fly the CRJ 700 from Atlanta. Delta does, but they fly it through one of their regional affiliates. Because again, the CRJ 700 is the only commercial jet that is used here in Aspen. Well, I have yet to see an E175 here. So, Colin, I have yet to see one. I think it could, but I probably run into weight restriction. And it's also a pavement restriction, and I can't remember what the weight restriction is on the pavement. So I'll have to look that up. That's good, Tom. I'm going to give that a 4. The MD-11 could do it, Lonnie. Well, I have never seen an MD-11. That's not to say it couldn't. So that's pretty funny. And thank you for the $2 super chat. Lonnie Johansson says the MD-11 can do it, LOL. Thank you for the $2 contribution, Lonnie Johansson. Appreciate that. Here's another American Eagle flight getting ready to take off. Well, Delta does. The flight from Atlanta is, in fact, a Delta flight, even though it says American for some reason. The Concorde? Now we're just getting creative, ladies and gentlemen. Making that right turn, and then it'll eventually go left out of the valley. Ronnie, thank you so much for joining the premium economy, Ronnie Johansson. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Just 99 cents gives you the full coveted suite of emojis and supporting the channel. Thank you for that, Ronnie Johansson. Hey, welcome in, Jim. Yes, good old Aspen, Pitkin County, Colorado here, almost 8,000 feet. You know, Ronnie, I think I would like to thank you. And Lonnie, I think that we will have to do a test, maybe. The 757, you know, it is true. And Ronnie Johansson, the Queen of the Skies, isn't going anywhere soon. Thankfully. Thank you for that $2 super chat, Ronnie. To the 757, they actually do fly the 757. We may go to Eagle, Colorado tomorrow, where they do fly the 757 both from Atlanta on Delta Airlines and United from Newark. So Eagle, Colorado is about 60 miles away and caters to people who like to ski in Vail, Breckenridge, in that area, and also go to Leadville, of course. So at Eagle County Airport, they do fly the 757 at Eagle County. The altitude's a little bit lower, and the runway is about 1,000 feet longer than Aspen. Tom! Well, thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate my hard work in traveling. It was about an 8-hour drive and going to new airports because, and here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, just tuning in for the first time, I love going to new airports and sharing new perspectives with you. And most importantly, when you support the channel, it makes me want to go even more to new airports in different locations. So thank you so much, Tom, for that $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Tom. Annie Lane J, there's a 95-foot wingspan restriction that would have to be raised to 118 so that the new generation of jets can be used at the airport. That is absolutely true. I failed to mention the wingspan, too, because actually the runway is only it's about 8,000 feet long, but the width is only 100 feet wide. It's not the normal 150 you would see on most commercial runways wide. So excellent job, Anna Lane J. Way to search that. Yep, so I might, depending on the weather, I might be in Eagle tomorrow. I might be headed down to Montrose because I've never been to Montrose. I would say of the three airports between Eagle, Montrose, and Denver, Denver would probably be three just because of the distance. But you never know. I might have a change of heart. Good channel name 27. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Tom Marchant, the last contributor, $9.99 super chat from good old Garden City, Kansas. Him and his excellent drones. Good channel name 27. Great to see you. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for the update, ERB. Smashing that thumbs up button. Yeah, Grantham, I know. I'm pretty sure it did. Goes back to Atlanta. It's really a long flight. I'm surprised. When I came here last year, this is my second time in Aspen doing a live stream. When I came here last year, I was shocked. I was like, what? They do a CRJ 700 from Aspen to Atlanta? I mean, because the range is really on the, it's close to the effective range of that aircraft. So it's pretty amazing, Grantham, that they do it. Aspen, the playground for perhaps the rich and famous, or maybe just the infamous, or just the somewhat famous. Yeah, exactly. Delta Alpha Lima. Snuggly, yes. I think snuggly would be the correct term. Because, yeah, usually it's about 10,000 feet, they say. So, and I want to point out one other thing for everybody who's just tuning in. So all those private jets you see there, and you see the tower, on the other side of the tower, there's a whole nother group of private jets. I mean, it's just massive, the corporate and private jet aviation traffic here at Aspen. And you see jets of all different shapes and sizes. I mean, you've got Gulfstreams and Bombardiers and the little Cessna 525s and the 550s. And what else do I see in there? There's the Challenger we saw earlier, and then a Cessna 680 Latitude, and then just the whole gamut. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, don't be shy. Say hi. I noticed there was a CRJ 100 that was inbound from Cincinnati. It's delayed, though, by, I think, about 40 minutes. We'll see on the arrival path. You know, I need to, you know what would be cool is to find a pilot who flies in here and interview him and he can talk about some of the challenges better than I can. I mean, I am a flight dispatcher, so I'm basically like the invisible pilot, but, you know. You know what I haven't heard for a while? And I'm just going to play it just because.
Well, isn't that special?
I know with our smaller airports, we don't get as many special liveries or even heavies, but we will. Don't worry. In due time. Yeah, the old heavy alert. Lonnie, you see a tri-jet there. Lonnie, thanks for that $2 super chat. Perhaps the tri-jet, the Dassault. Well, you know, Michael, that is true. It is a refreshing change, but I have to confess, I'll eventually even end up at LAX if the price is right. So Just don't be too hard on me. Yeah, the old heavy alert. I absolutely missed that. So, yep. But Denver, we'll see in a couple of weeks. Phoenix, we'll see in a few weeks after. I think the week after that. Yeah, it would be the Tri-Jet. Let's look for that. Excellent work there, Lonnie and Ronnie. I know Delta Alpha Lima. I had no idea you got such great variety there in Sioux Falls. So we'll zoom all the way into the tower and just move slowly here. I still like the law firm Global 5000 jet. That was probably my favorite. Nice, Michael. I can see why my boss who works at the airport with me, he started his career here in Aspen, and so I can see why he likes Aspen so much. But it is really, 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 really expensive to live here. I think the average one bedroom is like $2,400 a month. Or maybe that's just a studio. Black stripes. All right. Well, good eye. Good eye, Ronnie. Black stripes. Oh, I think I see it there. Yep, I think that's it. The Dassault right there. Good job, Ronnie. Tom will be in Omaha April 15th through the 19th. I've actually, you know what, Tom? Here's a fun fact. I was doing some searching for flights out of Santa Fe since we're a small airport. And I can fly to Omaha or Des Moines from Santa Fe for under $300. I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. It's very tempting. I'm not going to lie. Very tempting. Of course, we would connect through Denver. You can see some of the mountain homes up here. The Rocky Mountains indeed. Yep, we're right in the middle of them. When I was driving up here, I drove by a 14,000-foot mountain. I agree, Michael. I keep telling him that. I agree. And yeah, we'll definitely work on getting together. Again, it's just, paying off my bills here and whatnot. But yeah, that's a great idea. TFE and Tip Tanks, November 240 Juliet Alpha. What's up? Good eye, TFE. Yeah, Pikes Peak. If I go to Colorado Springs or if I went back, on I-25, if I went to Denver, Tom. I would drive by Colorado Springs and then go through the Garden of the Gods and then up to Pikes Peak. Yeah. Ah, Michael, it is true. God rest his soul. Yep. That's exactly right. The CJ3, Ricky. Nice. A nice Cessna there. I've seen, we do get a fair amount of CJ3s and CJ4s in Santa Fe. It never ceases to surprise me what kind of private and general aviation aircraft we get in Santa Fe anymore, because we get such a variety. We get a lot of helicopters, and I think that's in part due to not only the ruralness of New Mexico for a lot of air med transports, but also I was talking, somebody came into the office the other day and mentioned he's a helicopter pilot and does a lot of film work for movies and whatnot. And New Mexico, in this, Santa Fe's got movie studios, and Albuquerque has movie studios and TV studios as well. So it's a big deal. 80 likes, awesome. So a little gap in the traffic. We're expecting some more departures and arrivals here shortly. We're in the 6 o'clock hour. Welcome to Pip's Planespotting live on location from Aspen, Pitkin County Airport here in lovely Aspen, Colorado. Lonnie, that's a good question. I don't know how Denver got its name. TFEs and tip tanks. I'll be waiting for you when you land in Santa Fe. I am in airport operations, so you'll see me driving around policing in my orange lights. Policing is not the right word because we're not really policemen. But they call us air operations officer, which can be confusing. So we just try and encourage people to comply with standards. And if there's a security risk, report to the security manager. Thank you for the heads up, Delta Alpha Lima. Appreciate that. Thank you. You know how, guys and gals know how I get distracted. So I show a Eagle, or excuse me, a NetJets 597 from Eagle to Aspen, arriving here probably in about 10 minutes. Inbound to the valley, and then I see that Gulfstream with its transponder, like you mentioned, Delta Alpha Lima. Smash that thumbs up. We're well on our way to 100, which has been a while since I've been starting over, so it'll be great to get 100. And thanks, everybody. What's up, Carolina Aviation? Lonnie, I didn't know that. Yep, airport ops. It's true. And Elaine J., this is the first time I spot you in the live stream. Thanks for choosing a not-so-busy airport in a town that's too expensive for most to ever visit. You are welcome. Glad to bring it to you. I thought it would be a unique airport to share with everybody because you're right. It is expensive to be here, especially in the wintertime. I was looking at hotel rooms running on like the low end, $400 a night, $500 a night. So I'm going to go stay out in Rifle, which is a little more price conscious. You are welcome. It's just one of the many things I try and do. In fact, I've been to several different airports that are kind of unique, which has been a lot of fun. Hey, what's up, Norfolk International Airport? Great to see you. Ah, Ronnie, that's it was the Kansas and the governor of Kansas, and his name was Denver. Well, thanks for that little tidbit, Ronnie. Carolina, thanks for tuning in. Peter, last YMML. Oh, Peter, are you from Melbourne? Yes, there's the airport code right there. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Peter, from Melbourne, Australia. A very popular destination, Michael, for sure. I don't know who has the most tourism, but there's a ton of it in Colorado, especially during the wintertime. And then in the summertime, it's all about the whitewater rapids on the Colorado River. So, and Aspen is actually a really beautiful place in the summertime, too. It's true, Michael. His ears must have been burning. All right, Ricky, thanks for the heads up. A Plain Sense PC-12. Our little Pilatus, let's keep an eye out for it. The lights on the runway have come on. I think we still have a good bit of daylight left. We'll probably be close to 7 o'clock before we're in the dark. So let's look for that PC-12. Thanks for that, Ricky. Yep, I see the PC-12 from Bozeman, and then our NetJets 680 citation latitude behind that. So let's pay attention there, Pip. I'm just sitting down on my truck bed, so I'll get up here. See the PC-12 and the citation latitude get into the valley. Yeah, there absolutely is, Tom. And Tom's not that far from Colorado in Garden City, Kansas. Ah, very interesting, Norfolk International Airport. Melbourne. I thought I said it right, John. Hey, Robin. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's a beautiful view here in Aspen, Colorado. Glad to bring it to you. All right, DW. See you again, Delta Whiskey. We'll see you again. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have you. Yeah, Jim. 8 o'clock. But it's getting lighter. Thank goodness. We've already done our daylight savings time. Yep. Not too far of a drive, Tom. All right, Delta Alpha Lima, good to see you. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. I will be here. That's right, Tom, because you actually gain an hour when you drive here and then lose an hour when you drive back. Trying to keep an eye out for the lights. We also have a United Express taxiing to us. Yep. I always remember that, Tom, because when I had family in Utah, and we would drive from Chicago to Utah as a family, and I always got excited when we got past North Platte, Nebraska, and before Ogallala, Nebraska, because we'd gain an hour. Oh, there's the Pilatus. I see it. You guys can see it in the distance. There it is. Yeah, seriously, Tom. That would be great for people in Garden City. Let's see if it's fast enough to taxi on down here. Very light, plenty of landing, I guess. So we've got our CRJ 700 hanging out right here, going back to Denver, I believe. And I'm keeping an eye out for our Cessna Citation Latitude entering the valley here for their arrival on runway 15. Again, Aspen has only one runway. It's runway 1533. All right, ERB, we'll see you in a little while. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, like, and subscribe. Sure to appreciate that support. There's our Citation, just entering the valley right there. Short flight from Eagle, Colorado, only 60 miles away. So yeah, I have to compete with the hill a little bit, so sorry. But we still have a spectacular view here of the valley. I'm just so thrilled that each of you tuned in and so excited to bring you Aspen. I don't know of anybody else who's ever streamed here but me. So it's like my little secret, and I'm afraid it's going to get out. See Justice. Ooh, SkyWest. Inbound from Chicago. That flight was delayed, so thank you for that. SkyWest 5654. It looks like United Express has been given the go-ahead to depart. See you, ARB. See you later. Get ready for the jet blast. Oh, 92 likes, so close, ERB. Just a few more likes and we've hit 100. I haven't hit 100 in a while, so this is very exciting. Thanks, everybody. It's been great meeting everybody new and new subscribers. And stay tuned for more. I do try and stream on the weekends because I typically work right now Monday through Friday. All right, let's see if they set the brake and then spool up the engines. That is an excellent question there, Colin. I invited Molly and Tony Servati, and Vincent, of course, but I do not see them. Maybe they don't like me anymore. Maybe Carolina made them. I also haven't seen Matman. Maybe Carolina made them pledge their allegiance through a blood oath, Colin, so they can only be part of Carolina Aviation. See how they have to climb out pretty steep to get out of the valley and the mountains? I mean, the surrounding terrain is like 10,000, 11,000 feet, so it definitely requires unique equipment. and piloting skills. Tony is on vacation. That's right. He's down in Florida, right? He's in Florida. Welcome in, everybody, to Aspen. Again, I'd like to personally thank the man upstairs for answering my prayer that the winds were able to calm down so that we could do a broadcast and so that there weren't a bunch of cancellations. So thank you to the man I call Heavenly Father. Thank you. It's true, Michael. Devious tactics indeed. How dare he? It is. Hey, speaking of that, Carolina, no show tomorrow? Just making sure. I know you're conserving data. Yep. Happy Easter to everybody. Easter tomorrow. 31st. Carolina's going to be busy with the family. As most of you know, Carolina has 8 kids and 2 bearded dragons and a wife. So he is definitely going to stay busy. So I told him I would fill in and take the traffic he usually gets, and they can jump over to my page. So don't know when tomorrow. Again, I'm going to have to wake up tomorrow, look at the weather, look at the radar, because there is rain being called for in Eagle and Aspen. Not so much in Montrose. Denver, it's just Denver's a really long drive. So I'll have to drive 200 miles to Denver and then another 400 to get home. So I'm not really keen on driving 600 miles tomorrow. That's the only catch. So, sorry, but not really. Oh, yeah, and parking is ridiculous at Denver. It's $7 an hour to park in Denver, okay? That's ridiculous. Ooh, a leg of lamb for Easter sounds fantastic, John Southwell. That sounds magical. Quite delicious. Seriously, absolutely, Tom. That's exactly, that is so true. The conversation in my head is what's going on. Absolutely. That is absolutely, it's uncanny how real that conversation is. Because I have that in my head too. I'm like, come on, Mother Nature. Lay off, dude. All right, so coming into the valley shortly, it'll be SkyWest 5654, about 15 minutes out. And getting ready to enter the valley because they've got to let the 2 planes that are taking off out of the valley first. Lamb. Ooh, sounds good. You guys are... No, we can't do this. I still have like at least an hour broadcast before I can eat. Oh, man. But it's great to see everybody. I'm so thrilled to have all of you here. Pleasure meeting everybody new. Ooh, ham. A good Easter staple. Man, they do perimeter checks often here at Aspen. That plow truck is doing a perimeter check. Make sure all the fencing and everything is secure and safe. And doing a great job in airport operations. Fantastic job. Oh, Average Aviations, what's up? Hello, hello. Great to see you. Welcome into Aspen, Colorado. Thank you for everybody tuning in. I'm just so pleased. But they are, in fact, light snow showers, light rain showers tomorrow. So we'll see. I may end up back here because gotta watch the weather. So, well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying it. I actually live in Santa Fe, and I've been there for about a month. I'll usually drive down to Albuquerque International Sunport because there's a bit more action than in Santa Fe. But whenever I can get a chance to get out and get on the road, it's so nice of the subscribers to support the channel financially in the premium ultimate economy or first class baby, or their super chats or super likes. Just little contributions as little as $1 really means a lot. But you know, when they contribute, all of you who contribute, it really means a lot, and smashing that thumbs up. I put that money back into traveling so that we can go to new and exciting airports. Like, for example, if I wake up early enough and the weather's not bad, in 2 weeks, we'll be doing a day live stream trip in Denver, at Denver International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. So that's exciting. And then the following week, I'm doing a day trip to Phoenix, I want to say. But I'll update you on that. Maybe I should look at that and update you later in the week. Christopher Kelly, hey. Saw Pip Planespotting in Aspen after getting off my flight. Now I'm hooked on the stream. Awesome, Christopher Kelly. Thank you. So pleased that you could join us here from Aspen. This is a special visit. This is an on-location visit. And this is one of my personal favorite airports, unique airports. And I believe I mentioned at the beginning of this show that it's like when History Channel did the Most Dangerous Airports show, this was like number 9, or I want to say. I'm pretty sure it was on the top 10. Somebody correct me. Hey, Christopher Kelly, thank you so much for your contribution. Really appreciate it. $1.99 super chat for joining in. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it and your support. And it's that kind of contribution, Christopher, that allows me to travel. I made an 8-hour drive here to Aspen from Santa Fe, in part because of contributions like you and Michael Walker and Tom Marchand, Lonnie Johansson, Grantham Shaw, Ronnie Johansson, and Michael Walker, who have all contributed to the stream today. Hey, Jim Frace, 747, 99 cents premium economy. Thank you so much, Jim. You get the full coveted suite of emojis and supporting the channel for just 99 cents. Great question, Michael Walker. Goodyear and Scottsdale would be excellent choices. I won't rule it out. How about that? Because I do get in fairly early for Phoenix, I would have to rent a car for the day. But Michael Walker, I'm not necessarily opposed to that. I get in for Phoenix around 8:25 in the morning if everything goes according to plan and the weather's good and everything and whatnot. So I get in around 8:25. 8:30, I think, and then I come back around 8:30 and land at 9:30. So, is it a realistic possibility? Yes. So it'll just depend what Phoenix has in store that day. But Goodyear or Scottsdale. But I would have to rent a car for sure. Scottsdale is, I think, about a 30-minute drive from Phoenix, and then Goodyear's on the other side of the valley, so we're probably talking more like 45 minutes. So yeah. All right, Grantham, thank you for that update for that SkyWest CRJ inbound from Chicago O'Hare. I see it just coming into the valley. Let's see if we can catch it. It is just coming out of the clouds right now. Oh, I think I see it. Come on, camera, give me natural light. See how it comes out over the valley, over those mountains right there. Thanks for that heads up, Grantham. This will give you great perspective on the challenge. of coming out of those mountains and then having to dive down into the valley. Sorry, I'll try and hold the camera steady. It's zoomed in all the way. Great backdrop with those mountains. So it's a good contrast for the lighter colors of United. It's almost like I'm a color commentator on a golf shot. What's up, Flair? Flair 318 has been a member for 6 months. Fantastic. It's like I'm playing golf all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden he flares up like that. Flair, fantastic to see you. And I'll pop out right over here. And welcome to Aspen, by the way. Very soothing. In from Chicago O'Hare. No, Flair, I'm just talking very softly because it was like I was describing a golf approach here in the mountains. I'm all good, thank you, Flair. But Flair, thanks for being a member for 6 months. Wow, Flair 318, my buddy from Ottawa, Canada. Thank you so much. That's funny how I did it. So yeah, I usually don't talk that softly. I was just so focused. It made me think like I was in broadcasting golf or doing like color commentary. I scared you. Uh-oh. No, so far I'm good. Thank you. And thank you for the good wishes of health to everybody who's watching in. Stay healthy, my friends. Hope Michael Walker feels better quick. There could be a lot of traffic tomorrow because tomorrow is a Sunday. So people might be flying back to the East Coast on their private jets or Chicago or Denver or wherever, the West Coast. Could be busy here tomorrow. We'll just, again, have to see how the weather is. Thank you, Jim, again. I don't think I sounded it for Jim. Appreciate that. Yeah, Flair. Nice. That's right, John. 2 great Canadians. And Tristan, another great Canadian. If you're just joining us, don't be shy. Say hi. My name's Pip. Welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. Here from Aspen, Pitkin County Airport. So they don't really have any jet bridges here in Aspen, so they have air stairs that people get off and through the terminal. Uh-oh, battery change time. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I do have extra batteries, of course. I always come prepared. I'll just have to remember to charge them tonight. Ah, it's fine by you, Michael. Well, I'm glad you're one of the founding members, so I'm glad I do have your approval. But it might be a little wet and a little rainy. Hold on, I gotta take off my gloves. Stand by. Oh, nice flare. In Toronto. Sweet, dude. I want to go to Toronto. Someday. Soon enough. And we're back. I should just have like some, every time I have to change the batteries, I should just have like some elevator music. Or dentist music. Rohan, what's up? I know. Hey, while seeing you, great to see you again. Welcome into Aspen. Surprise, surprise. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Colin.
Surprise, surprise.
So let's take a look again for those who are just tuning in. Aspen, of course, is a popular destination for skiing and luxury throughout the United States and world. So we have consequently a lot of private jets of all shapes and sizes here. Oh, John, that's very generous of you. Thank you. That sounds fantastic. And I would love to get some poutine. And my sister loves Wonder Bars too, so I'll have to pick up some Wonder Bars for her. Thank you very much, John Southwell. And it should be noted, again, for those just tuning in, as I adjust the camera here, that's only one side of the private jets. The other side of the tower you can't see with the hill is filled with private jets. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Michael. I appreciate you being understanding. Yeah, it's not a short drive by any means, so I am leaning towards Montrose because right now no precipitation in the forecast as of now. But I also do not like wind, so maybe I'll come here and do light snow or eagle. We'll see. Rohan, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Aspen. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to everybody. Hope you're enjoying the show. So make sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. You know, while we have a moment, I just want to say it's been about a year since I was here. Yes, here last. So thank you to everybody who's joined me over the months and helped the channel grow immensely. Thank you to everybody. And all the contributions, great and small, you know who you are. And I try and give you shout outs, of course. So thank you. But Aspen's one of the many airports I've been to in the last year. So let's see. Let me count down the list of airports that we've done a live stream from. We've done Seattle. We've done Payne Field. We've done Boeing Field, Portland, Oregon, San Francisco. I think that's the only one in California. No, San Francisco, San Jose, and Oakland. We've done Las Vegas, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Provo, Denver, Bozeman, Montana, Boise, Idaho, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then we go to the Midwest. Oh, we go to Texas. Then it's Austin, Texas, Dallas Love Field, Dallas Fort Worth, Houston Intercontinental. Then we go to Chicago O'Hare, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Detroit, Metropolitan Wayne County, Cleveland International, Columbus Rickenbacker, or not Rickenbacker, Columbus Glen, Cincinnati as well. Then down to Florida, we've done live stream in Fort Lauderdale as well. And I think that's all the live streams we've done. So we've done quite a few airports in the past year. Hopefully we can get back to those locations and get to I'm getting flabbergasted, get to some new airports this year. So yeah, very exciting. And it's all thanks to each one of you for your contributions. Thank you very much. Yep, Chaotic Bean TSM was a light day today. I didn't see a whole lot of traffic in Taos. Yeah, I could possibly do that, Michael. I could possibly do that. I'll have to look at that. So Eagle is about 60 miles to the east, and Montrose is to the southwest. So where I'm staying is kind of right in the middle between Montrose and Eagle. So we'll see. And Chaotic Bean, I'm kind of biased towards Aspen. I kind of, excuse me, I had it in my mind I was leaning towards Aspen. And so it was just a question of whether the winds would come down. And they did. And so, yeah, I just think it's a really unique airport to share with everybody. So many cool things about it. And a variety of corporate jets. Just a lot of cool things to like. And parking is free. So can't go wrong with that. There's a nature trail that runs right along the property of Aspen, Pitkin County. So you can watch the planes and go for a nice walk here in Aspen. So it's pretty cool. Pretty dang awesome. And like I said, Buttermilk Ski Resort is like a mile behind me, or less than a mile, just behind me. Sorry, guys, I'm getting choked up here. Yeah, if I go to Montrose, I could sneak on Telluride. If I go to Montrose, I could sneak to Telluride, which, by the way, is the highest commercial airport in the United States. Leadville is the highest airport, and I went there last year. But the highest commercial airport in the United States is Telluride. Thanks to Denver Air Connection, or Key Lime Air. It's just really nice meeting everybody, and love meeting new people and chatting with you and sharing knowledge and aviation education. After all, I mean, I do work at an airport, and I was a flying dispatcher, so it's kind of in my blood, and it's just fun to talk about and educate. Ellen, hello. Well, refreshingly different. Your list of streams sound amazing. Look forward to seeing more. Well, thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Glad you could catch the stream here in Aspen, and hopefully I will continue to be refreshing. I will do my best. I do always try and take a shower every day, so I try to remain fresh. Yeah, chaotic, exactly. But they still do it, so... Yeah, and Telluride's like 92, 9,300 feet in the air. Welcome in, Ellen. Nice to meet you. I'm Pip. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this is our on-location airport. I actually live in Santa Fe, and the closest airport to stream other than working at Santa Fe Airport is Albuquerque, which is 60 miles to the south. But we do like to get out on location, and it's all because of the viewers like you and those who join the Premium Ultimate or First Class Baby Clubs, or send one-time super chat or super likes. So thank you, all of you. Thank you. So yeah, Jim Lace 747, Lonnie Johansson, Ronnie Johansson, Christopher Kelly with super chat, Tom Marchin, Michael Walker. Why am I brain farting here? I will remember. I write it down. Flair 318, supporting the channel, being a premium economy member for 6 months. Hard to believe. Crazy. 6 months. I was in Salt Lake City. Hard to believe, Flair. Lowlander, of course. 10-pound super chat. Very generous of him. So yeah, thank you. Great. All really appreciate it. And I always like to put the money back into traveling so I can entertain you even more and educate you even more, because, aviation is an awesome thing. So thank you. I hear some engines spooling up, so yep. Looks like we've got some traffic again, ready to head down to runway 33 right here. For those, some cliff notes, just tuning in. Aspen here has one runway. They always depart on runway 33 to the north, and they always land on runway 15 to the south. Why, you might ask? A number of reasons. Terrain, length of runway, performance of the aircraft is another one. So it's a whole bunch of different things. Exactly, Michael. You have Durango. Durango is a popular destination, especially in the summer, especially if you want to go tubing on the Colorado. The challenge with COS, Chaotic Bean, is the fact that there's not great sight lines, how the property's laid out. I can't get up super close. Grantham Shaw, thank you for the heads up for SkyWest 5637 on final. Thank you. But you're exactly right, Michael. Durango, south of Telluride. Looks like we got a Gulfstream coming back, headed our way. Getting ready to take off. And then Grantham, keeping an eye on our inbound arrivals, says we've got SkyWest 5637 on final. So last week, we didn't do a live show, but I did go down to the Boneyard in Roswell, New Mexico, where retire a bunch of the old planes. We saw 747s, MD-11s, 777s, 767s, we even saw a DC-8. So if you haven't seen that video, check out the Roswell video. It's about 5 minutes long, but just some highlights from the property there. It's amazing, so thank you. Very nice Gulfstream for sure. I think this one's a little bit older, Michael. I think this one was like Delta Alpha Lima said it was like 1989, but looks very new. Looks well maintained. All right, so I'm keeping an eye out for that SkyWest arrival 2 coming in from the valley. We've got some cloud cover increasing a little bit, lower ceiling, so we'll see what it does. Oh, did I just miss it? Well, dang it. I was so focused on that. I apologize. Grantham, I let you down. There it is. When you said it was on final, you weren't kidding. Well, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that and your support. Glad to bring it to you. I get distracted by planes. I have ADD with planes. All right, get ready for jet blast. We're about 100 yards. What's up, Delta Alpha Lima? You definitely short final, Michael. Yeah, I was like, what? It's rolling. Yeah, very few turn and burns here for sure. That is a fact, Grantham. But that was pretty close. Making that right turn, and then it'll veer to the left, depending, or right, depending which way it's going, east or west, to climb out of the valley and get out of the way of any arrivals. Josh is back at the hotel. Is there no end to your travels, Joshua? Mr. Aldrich is a more frequent traveler than I. Whoa, 109 likes. Thank you, everybody. Departures are flying into snow. All right. Well, I told you it was on the way, so thank you. Maximilian, watching a live stream from LAX is very different from this. This is better and a way more peaceful. Well, thank you, Maximilian. Appreciate that. See your support, smashing that thumbs up button and subscribing. Thank you. Ooh, Delta Alpha Lima. I don't know. I'll have to look. Great question. Sorry to hear that, Josh. Well, I'm glad that we can lighten the load a little bit. We're here for you, and here to support you and lighten the load a little bit. I definitely would say we've got a hold of the corporate jet aviation traffic for sure. And the for those just tuning in, fun fact about Aspen is the CRJ 700 is the only commercial aircraft that is allowed to fly in here right now. Glad to do it, Josh. Hopefully we can bring more tomorrow. So we'll see what the weather looks like and see whether Montrose, Eagle, or maybe back here to Aspen. I don't want to say completely no to Denver, but to be honest, I'll be here in 2 weeks. And if I go to Denver, I'm going to have to drive 600 miles back home, and I really do not want to do that. So I'd rather catch an airport on the way home. So that's why I'm thinking Montrose or Eagle, or maybe even Telluride. So it's definitely not full spring. I mean, the temperatures for Aspen are pretty good. 43-ish. I think it got up to almost 50 today. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too, Josh. I do remember last year I was here about March 12th or 13th, and there was still a good bit of snow coverage, but you could tell it was starting to lighten up. So they are getting some light snow tomorrow. I still think they had a pretty good year. In fact, I was amazed at what, like over at Vail and Eagle, Colorado, and into the valleys that they got was... You know, they're still pushing like 4 feet, 5 feet. Back to back in 7 minutes. Thanks, Grantham. Hey, what's up, Randy? And Elaine J. 1989, yeah. we had it come in and then it popped back out, dropped some people off or picked them up and on their way. What is up, Randy? Hey, kick it! Absolutely. Happy to have Josh, and we love Josh, and nothing but the best for him and the family. So appreciate you, Josh, tuning in and provide some entertainment. Yeah, Josh, it's just shy of 8,000 feet, and the runway is a little over 8,000 feet. But yeah, it's definitely a high altitude. Yep. Kick it. If I could live here, I would. You know, I wouldn't mind working here. But my boss told me, and Santa Fe's cool to work too. My boss told me he had to live 60 miles away just to find affordable housing to work here at Aspen. And if you're just tuning in, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and consider joining the Pit Pals Club. You can join Premium Economy for just 99 cents, Ultimate Economy for $4.99, or First Class Baby $9.99. That's right, 99 cents. It's less than the cost of a cup of coffee. Period. It's less than the cocoa bean to make the coffee. Yeah, Randy, I'm glad you stopped by. Hope Omaha as well. Yeah, we snuck up to, Ellen, thank you so much. Premium Economy, just 99 cents. She says, thank you very much. And now you have the full coveted suite of emojis, including the coveted pip head emoji. Thank you so much for the support. Ellen Lawless, thank you so much. Josh, yeah, people working, because Vail, it's about 90 miles from the west side of Denver, and they can't afford to live in Vail. So, yeah, that makes total sense. Thank you, Ellen. Welcome in. All right, so I'm keeping an eye for those net jets there, Grantham. It's almost 7 o'clock here in Aspen, Colorado. Thank you for tuning in to Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 147 from Aspen, Pitkin County Airport. On location. I hate to break it to you, but this isn't my normal airport. I live in New Mexico, but I wanted to come up here and thrilled to be up here with each of you. Very interesting, Delta Alpha Lima. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Again, a happy Easter weekend to everybody who does celebrate Easter. And hopefully you'll enjoy it with friends and family. And if you're a single guy like me or single gal, come on and join the party. Glad to hear the weather's been good, Randy. I bet, Michael. I bet. I know some people who commute from Richmond, commute about 90 miles into D.C. because it's too expensive. They drive 90 miles every day, one way. So it's 180 miles, round trip. M Aviation, hello. Just subscribed. Love the fact that you're at Aspen. Thank you so much, M Aviation. Love the fact that you just subscribed, so it's a win-win for both of us, M Aviation. Thank you, and welcome in. All right, so we got a Challenger 650, and then we've got a Cessna 560 XL, and let's see what else we got. What? I love that I'm at Aspen too. This is one of my favorite airports. Definitely a little different. A little variety. Yeah, and earlier today it was very windy, so I didn't know if I was going to get to do Aspen because the winds presented a problem for departures where they could not take off because they had too big of a tailwind. So I'm grateful that the man upstairs talked to Mother Nature and the winds have come down. 1 a.m. in Ireland, Ellen. Wow, happy Easter to you. Wonderful. I do usually, yeah. I didn't have time, M Aviation. I'm glad you caught that. I didn't have time to stream, put up a slide for Aspen. Hey, Bluebird, where'd you go? But yes, I do usually stream from Albuquerque. That's the closest, biggest airport to me. I live in Santa Fe. I work for the airport there in Santa Fe. But yeah, Albuquerque's about an hour drive. But sometimes you like to get out, and I do love variety. It is the spice of life. So I'll get out to different airports, and thank you for your support. All right, John Southwell, great to have you. Thanks for being a great moderator. Get some rest. We will see you again. Hopefully, if I get my act together for tomorrow, we'll see you then. But get some rest, John Southwell. Happy Easter to you. I want to get this tiny bluebird. Focus. See how easily distracted I get? I'm supposed to be paying attention to our arrivals. There's a tiny bluebird. M Aviation, I used to stream almost every day when I was unemployed, but now that I'm employed, I try and stream on the weekend, so Saturday, Sunday typically. Right now. I'm hoping in June we switch to a 4-day work week when they get the other guy hired, so then I can stream one more day instead of just 2 days, streaming 3 days. Because right now, I work 5 8-hour shifts, but we're hoping to switch to 4 10-hour shifts. Grantham, thank you for the heads up. Johnny on the spot. I appreciate that. Thank you. That way I'm not getting distracted. So we'll see it peer out of the clouds here probably shortly, because I don't see it along the mountain backdrop there. Yeah, I believe it's a mountain bluebird, Michael, or a New Mexico bluebird. It's different from the bluebird we might see in the Midwest. I think it's a little bit different or has a different name. Anyways. Chantal! Oh my goodness. 3 a.m. in South Africa, and our lovely friend Chantal. So nice to see you, and welcome into Aspen, Colorado. Chantal probably remembers Aspen from last year. Ah, very nice. 2023 Challenger 600. All right. Nice. M Aviation, some infinite flight sounds like a great idea. I appreciate you tuning in. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, but let's see if we can get this landing for you here. The arrivals come in right over those mountains. Yeah, see, I remember Chantal. I'm glad that you could tune in again. It's not quite as sunny, but it is still fantastic, Aspen. And there it is. I can see the lights. So I'm going to peer up a little bit. And if you look closely towards the center of the screen, you'll see the lights of that Challenger making its way over the mountains and into the valley. So we'll watch this one on final. Thank you, Grantham. And thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. Don't want to zoom in too quickly. Let the camera adjust to it. Yeah, I thought you might have remembered it, Michael. I wasn't sure if... Yeah, but I thought so. "8 p.m. in Illinois." What part of Illinois? M Aviation. I grew up in Naperville in the Chicago area, and I love Chicago and Chicago O'Hare, of course, and Chicago Midway and Palwaukee Airport and DuPage and all that good stuff. Right on. Thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. Ooh, very cool. Flew an A320 on Thursday, and Monday you'll be in an Embraer. ERB will be so happy, Chantel. Port Elizabeth for Easter. And watch how at the very last minute he flares up. Boom. Right there. See that? He looks like he's going to go down, and then at the very last minute, he flares up. All right, Peoria, smack dab in the center of Illinois. Love it. That's awesome, M Aviation. I love the great state of Lincoln. Love the great state of Lincoln. So glad to have you, M Aviation. Cockatiel Gray is watching the stream, so we've got pets and people watching the stream. That's awesome, Malaysia A380. That's right, Chantel. You live in Pretoria. He lives in Peoria. Very close. All right, M Aviation, great to see you. Enjoy Infinite Flight. Have a good night. We'll see you again. Look forward to it. And Elaine Jane, there's another plane right behind this one. There sure is. Thank you for that. I can actually see the lights for it. Thank you, Grantham. Thank you, Anna Lane J. Thank you, Delta Alpha Lima. Make sure if you haven't, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, like, and subscribe. Taxiing in, speed limits. Speed limits. There's that Cessna Citation XL, or the XLS. Zoomed in all the way. There it is. AP, what is happening? Well, I'm glad to be streaming again. I know I haven't been streaming too much, like once a week, if that. So I'm glad to be on here. That is snow we are seeing, yeah, here in Aspen, Colorado. Yep. We sure are. Still ski season, technically. Robert, every time a plane goes below the road, I panic slightly. Yeah, it's true. That hill makes it interesting. Oh, nice. 3 a.m. chicken and an iced tea. Sounds good, Chantel. I know you're never one to conform, so that's okay eating dinner at 3 a.m. AP, it's great to see you. Yeah, we're here in Aspen. Well, thank you, mate. Glad to hear it's a better option. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a great show today. The cool thing about your point of view, and Elaine Jane says, well, Michael Walker gifted 1 Pip Hastings membership. Congratulations to Malaysia A380 fan Dallas, Australia, being gifted a membership by Michael Walker. Thank you very much, Michael Walker, for your contribution and gifting a membership. That is very generous of you. Greatly appreciated, Michael. Yeah, I give full credit, M Aviation and Ellen and Elaine Jane to the mountains for the backdrop. Thank you to the mountains. I had nothing to do with it, but that's why I like coming here, because I do like the backdrop for sure. Right on, Delta Alpha Lima. Thank you for that. Well, I'm almost out of battery, so let's cross our fingers it'll hold out for that LAX arrival. So it's been great having everybody here. We're going to stay until the computer dies. That is my commitment to you. So we're going to stay until the computer dies. So hopefully that SkyWest from LAX will land before my computer dies. And I apologize in advance if the computer dies. It's got 9% left. So hopefully it'll hold out. But we'll see. So I apologize in advance. But it's been an awesome show. I know. Everybody cross your fingers here. This is very important. Come on in, SkyWest. The weather's great. That is one idea I've had, Chaotic Bean. Whoa, Malaysia A380 member for 1 month. Happy Easter. In 2 months until my birthday, I'm getting a model of a Malaysian A380. Very cool. Very cool. I like the idea, Chaotic Bean, and you don't know how serious I've thought about it because housing in Santa Fe is ridiculous, like it is here in Aspen. So that is a possibility, and you can build in a generator. All right, Delta Alpha Lima, 11 minutes. Let's see what the battery can do. It says 9%. Still says 9%. So we'll watch closely, and remember, another reminder, if you're just joining us, welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, like, and subscribe. And thank you for all the contributions. Everybody joining today, thank you, Michael Walker, for your contribution, gifting memberships. And then for Ellen joining, for Lonnie joining, for Jim Lace 747 joining, Christopher Kelly with the contribution, Michael Walker with the contribution, Tom Marchant with the contribution, Lowlander with contribution. So many great. And Flair 318, how can I forget Flair 318? He's been a member of the Premium Economy for 6 months. Thank you to all of you, of course. All right, Michael. Sounds good. Thank you so much again, Michael, for your contributions, your support. Greatly appreciated. It's great people like you that make me want to work harder and bring you new and exciting airports. So thank you very much, Michael Walker. Feel better, get some rest, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. So cross your fingers and pray for good weather and get some rest. We'll see you again, Michael. I have a feeling that I haven't had in a long time, and I haven't had this feeling since I was in Salt Lake, and that feeling is, no, it's actually, I felt this in Dallas too, but my toes are cold for the first time in a long time. I think it is only about 40 degrees here, or 5 Celsius. Well, I'm still staying alive. It's not the camera that's dying. It's the computer that's dying. So we're crossing our fingers here, Delta Alpha Lima. You're the best, Michael. We'll see you again. Get some rest. I want to get some rest, too. I'm actually really hungry. So the guy I talked to earlier said there's a barbecue place right over here. So I'm going to probably check that out since it's close by. Other than that, it's about 40-minute drive to Glenwood Springs for like fast food and things in I-70. All right, M Aviation, let's check it out. Or maybe, you know what, we may go to Taos tomorrow. I didn't even think of that. Taos is in New Mexico, only 90 minutes from Santa Fe, and Sunday tends to be a busy day for that airport. All right, Grantham, thank you for that alert. Great suggestion, Robin, some heated socks. I do have a couple pairs of wool socks, but I do need some heated socks. That's a great suggestion. Maybe I can buy those on clearance soon, since, copy that, Delta Alpha Lima, since it's almost springtime, I might be able to buy them on clearance. Yeah, that's a good point, MA Aviation. That is a good point. I wonder why. I'll have to do some research, but as long as I've been here and as long as I've known about Aspen, all it's been is CRJ 700s. The 200s, I don't know. Great question. All right. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Get some rest. I hope you get some rest and feel better, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. I might just like blow all of my hotel points on a 5-star hotel tonight. I'm just going to blow it. That is an intriguing question. for sure, M Aviation. I'll have to look into that. All right, I think I see our SkyWest flight. And let's see how much battery we have left. Oh, still says 9%. All right, I think we're going to get it. Get it. Yep. Those are all true facts, Grantham. And it may be as simple as that. It just can carry more people and bigger engines. And I mean, the difference, and here's the other thing, the difference between, also it has first class seats. CRJ does not. The difference between the CRJ 200 and the 700 is typically like about 20 seats. Plus first class seating. So that's a lot of extra revenue the airline can count on. Actually, I'm going to warm up my car here, so you're going to hear my horn honk real quick. Start her up. Warm up the cab, at least, of the truck. And there's our SkyWest. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll put that question out to some of my dispatcher friends at SkyWest, because the SkyWest does a lot of these flights. M Aviation. Just the CRJ 700 right now, Randy. Just one plane. Chantel, it's so good to see you again. I've missed you. I missed all of you. I miss not streaming as much. Oh, this one's coming in hot. Slow down. 2,000 feet left. 2,000 feet. Better slow down. All the way to the end. Well, maybe not all the way, but pretty close. Now, there's lots of CRJ 700s that fly in here, but just one plane for commercial airlines right now that fly in here. Yeah, that was a heavy plane right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our program this evening. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in today and this evening here from Aspen, Pitkin County, Colorado. Appreciate the support. It's been great having you. Great having Matt Man. Living on the edge, Robin. Thank you so much for everybody's support. For Ellen, for Michael, for Tom, for Lowlander, for Christopher Kelly, for Lonnie Johansson, Ronnie Johansson, Ellen, let's see, who else am I missing? Grantham Shaw, amazing support, everybody. Thanks, everybody. We'll let you know where we're going to be at tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in to Pip's Planespotting live on location from Aspen, Pitkin County Airport. See you again next time. See you in the next stream. Have a great Easter weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Safe travels, stay safe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.